trying to figure out, do you know anybody that shovels snow that can run over to Cranberry for me?
I will imagine at this point of the season that there's plenty of people willing to shovel snow. Why don't you put the kids out there, earn some bucks?
Oh, my boys are too old and they're out of the house and gone, and my girls are girls. They don't do snow.
They don't do snow. Well, we hope the Pirates don't have to do snow next week in Detroit as they get ready for the season opener. John, let's talk a little bit about what's going through the minds of some of these guys as they're getting set for this season. Here we enter into the last week of spring training. Some of these fellows are hoping to make the ball club for the very first trip to an opening day game. And as a Major League Baseball player, some of these guys are just getting ready for the season as normal. Let's talk about that second guy first, the veteran who's preparing for the season and trying to ramp it up right now.
Yeah, we're at the point in time where, as a pitcher, the pitch count's getting up there, and so they're going to start trying to go 5-6 innings and really bear down. And as far as tinkering and messing around with pitches or working on things, that's about over now. You're about executing pitches, getting that pitch count up, and for some it's getting closer to their final start before the regular season goes. Position player wise, you're going to see them in the lineup more often. You're going to see them playing a full 9 innings instead of maybe just getting 2 or 3 bats and being done. And so the veteran player, they know what it takes to get ready and be done with spring training. They've been down here, most of these guys, since early February, and so it's become such a routine. They talk Groundhog's Day. It's the same every day. Today, a little bit of a hiccup because we have a night game, which it might throw things off a little bit. But overall, these guys just want to get over with it now. They want to get on the plane and head north.
Yeah, and a fellow like Jose Osuna, battling for that last roster spot, I think he's done so very, very well that it's going to be hard to keep him off this team, right?
Yeah, but I think he deserves to be on the team. Without a question, he deserves to be on the team. I just don't see how they're going to keep him on the team. And him and Jordan Luplow, they're both up there, both power, both pretty good hitters, young hitters that have been killing the ball and hit the ball at the ballpark. The problem is, I don't know if you can find Jose Osuna enough at bats. I know there'll be people fighting for him. Again, it'll be a tough thing for this management to say, sorry, Jose, you didn't do enough to make the club. Well, he's done more than enough to make the club. The problem is they just can't find at bats for him, I don't think. I mean, if everybody's healthy, Josh Bell's our first baseman. That's Jose Osuna's primary position's first base. And so, and David Freese is going to probably be his backup. And Osuna does not have enough experience to play third, and Colin Moran's going to play every day at third. So you're looking at basically a young guy being simply a pinch hitter, which you might get a couple of at-bats a week. You might get 1 start a month, if that. It makes more sense for him to go down and work every day and hone the craft. And for a young player to sit on the bench for the majority of the year, or unless there's an injury, it's just hard for management, and I think it's hard for the player. Jose will tell you he wants to make the club, but I also think Jose wants to play, and those two just aren't matching up right now. That doesn't mean something will change if there's an injury or what have you, but yeah, he's definitely deserving, but I think a long shot to make the club.
Yeah, that's the hard part about it is he's just gone through a season like that where, you wonder, has his development been delayed by the fact that he was a big leaguer all of last season and didn't get to play every day like he would have at Indianapolis, and to do that to him again would just delay him again?
Yeah, and you know what? But they were able to find him some more at bats. They used him in the outfield last year, and I think he got over 200 at bats, and he didn't have a great average, but man, he can hit, and he hit for power. A lot of extra base hits. He can drive in runs. I thought he did a great job last year for a rookie year and gained invaluable experience at the big league level. But I don't think they're comfortable moving him in the outfield. I think that they're going to want him to play some more third base, try to get acclimated over there down in AAA. Again, as a player, you want to be in the big leagues. It doesn't matter if you're playing or not. But
yeah,
as management and for the player's sake, I think it just does them justice. It does his career better to play more regularly. So if there is an injury, and let's first say that Josh Bell twists an ankle and has to go on disabled list for 2 weeks, you're not pulling a guy off a bench that only has a couple of at-bats. You're bringing a guy up from AAA that played every day and should be sharp and ready to go. And yeah, you're right. You don't want to have this guy sitting on the bench all year. I think he needs to play.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, you're a broadcaster. You've been in Florida all this time. I bet you the girls miss you, don't they? The guys that have families that are already planted up here in Pittsburgh. Spring training, as exciting as it is to be in Florida when we're getting snow like this, got to get back together. Got to see the girls, don't you?
Exactly. 5 weeks away from home is a long time. You know, I'm lucky enough to where my wife can fly down, and she's been down. She's down here now. She leaves Friday, so she's been down about half the time. But yeah, for me, getting home, my kids, and I have a brand new granddaughter too that's just a few weeks old that I've yet to see.
Oh boy!
My grandson will be 4 in May, and so yeah, I look forward to getting home and seeing the family. And for the players, you know, it's such a grind down here. It turns a little bit into Groundhog's Day, and these guys are doing the same things every day, and they want to get back and get settled in Pittsburgh and get into the season routine. And yeah, and it's for the coaching staff, everybody. I mean, the front office and coaching staff. I mean, it's nice because there's good weather and everything else like that, but it does get monotonous. And spring training is long, and everybody looks forward to getting the season underway.
There you go. Well, go swing a golf club, John. Have a wonderful day today.
Thanks. I appreciate it, and hopefully this is the end of the snow, and you know the weather will turn for opening day, which is just next Thursday, 8 days away.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a great one today.
Thanks. Take care.
There's John Wehner, Pittsburgh Pirates, getting set.